folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Hello. How's everyone doing? Good afternoon. Trading up. Okay, who's ready to break down some charts with me? Come and say hi in the building. Grand Rising. Let's go, Mr. Tony. Yes, Tony. What strategy do you trade, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Okie dokie. I believe the audio is working. Let's start sharing the screen. Okay, there's actually been a lot of movement today on a Monday, which kind of doesn't happen too often. We know there's NFP this week, so you know the best setups normally do come before NFP. So let's see if we can catch some trades. Yes, Tony's an intraday swing trade. I love it. Nice little hybrid. And we've got Benny in the building. Fantastic. All right, let's do this. So let me present the screen. Let me just share it real quick. And we go. Okay, so I'm going to look at the dollar at the moment. You know, always start with the dollar. So what do we have? We do have quite a lot of momentum. I mean, I am more or less anticipating the dollar to go long, specifically because of the current price action, right? This is a very significant high that we have over here. At the time, we had a significant low over here, which has now been breached, as you know, right? But with the current price action and with the current bullish momentum, we now finally have a correction. So I'm expecting this to go long towards at least this point of interest. That's the game plan that I've got for the dollar, right? So let's see if we can find any setups. On the H1, we can already perhaps identify a potential point of interest, but it just looks like it's fighting this point of interest. Plus the main liquidity would more or less be approximately at this order block over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if price as a boomerang goes to liquidity and then goes long. That's more or less my game plan, as you can see. Now, the reason I'm expecting a fake out of the pattern, because it's what we trade at the BOT, right? It's very consistent. If you go and back test it, implement it with any strategy or any SMC strategy, you can just see how consistent it is, right? You look for a pattern, then you look for your point of interest, wherever it is to the left. There's an imbalance here somewhere, or just use that recent little order block, whatever you want to call it. And you can just see, look, nice consistency. There's a tap here, and then you've got the boomerang shape. That's why I call it the boomerang, because there's a bit of a boomerang shape. Does a fake out, and then it goes long, right? For those of you who don't know, obviously those of you who have known me for the last 2 years, probably thinking, Diego, you sound like a broken record. But it's for any new members. So I'm anticipating a boomerang towards at least this banker block here on the H1, and then we can look for longs. We've got nice momentum, we've got a nice flag, and a long towards at least this point of interest. That's my game plan for now. on the dollar. And it's something that you guys can just backtest in your spare time. I'll definitely recommend it, adding it to your strategy, regardless of what you trade, whether you trade indicators or if you trade whatever you trade, you can just add it. It will complement any strategy, believe it or not. So I don't know if you guys if you want me to cover some more examples, press 1, or if you want me to continue analyzing the live markets, press 2. Just read the chat. Scope the compound small accounts. Oh, nice. Nice. Deadly trader, Mr. Tony Gold. Brilliant. Okay, yeah. Hey, Freddie. Freddie's eager for the for the analysis. Definitely too. Freddie's an experienced BOT trader, and I can see why. Boom. That's it. I'm just gonna go with Freddie's number 2. So that's basically what I've got. A potential boomerang at this point of interest, and obviously depending on the confirmation pattern, as you know, we could perhaps have a better opportunity such as this particular boomerang. And you can already see it will probably do a fake out of the 1, 2, 3, and it's lining up just in time for this little banker block. And obviously we can redefine this banker block for a more sort of larger one, a more tighter one. But let's just continue with this H1 just for heaven's sake, just to sort of some clarity. So this is looking pretty decent, as you can see. Nice little double pattern, nice little boomerang. Yes, we have also some imbalances here. So just to combine the point of interest, we can have a multi-liquidity pool of both points of interest. So that is what I'll be expecting. Now it's looking ideal, to be fair. So dollar looks okay for a long. Gold has just really been climbing, and if dollar's looking good for a long, it means gold finally is about to sort of pull back from this analysis that I gave you guys ages ago on the 3rd of October. I believe it was the 1st of October, 2nd of October. Check it out on the Trading Out channel. I was expecting this to go towards this area or this area, and it did go long. So well done if anyone caught that. But this is old anyway. Who cares, right? Who cares? So yeah, I mean, it's looking okay for a potential short now, to be fair. There's a bit of a pattern here of forming. Nice little pattern, but depending on the price action, we may just have a new pattern developing. It really depends on price action. So we'll be expecting momentum, retest, look for confirmation, and a short plan, sort of one of the plans. The next scenario would be basically the same thing, but a fake out of this new sort of potential large pattern. Both can play out, but we just have to wait for price action for that to tell us which one is going to be valid. Do we have any confluences there on the left? This is when you can start using your SMC skills, guys, for any SMC traders. Look to the left, and what do we have? We have, what information have we got here now? Nothing really clear. Everything's been filled on. Oh, I'm on the H4. That's why. Let's go to like the H. There we go. Look, nice little fair value gap, or I call it just an imbalance. Just a name that I prefer. But fair value gap is obviously the original name of it, right? So if we zoom out, that's a nice little point of interest. Is it in confluence though with the boomerang? Let's double check. Yeah, perhaps if it goes long, nice little entry, and you can already see the third tap fake out. 1, 2. This is still developing, still very early. Unless we've got bearish momentum, then fine. But if it does decide to go long, it's perfect. 1, 2. Then we've got the boomerang shape. This is how we filter out low probability SMC levels, trading patterns. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm not really revealing the whole strategy. This is the basics, right? But it's very, very, very effective. Instead of taking all these imbalances here, right, or even some here that you might miss, we're taking the one in confluence with a third tap fake out. This is the golden area. right? And then obviously, once we do catch a potential trade there, we just do the same thing, right? We're gonna have a bunch of imbalances here. Perhaps even, I don't know, down here, look, all these imbalances. Also, there's going to be a bunch of order blocks, banker blocks, all the way down here, as you can see. And this is what we don't do. We don't start trading these points of interest because we don't trade patterns. But me personally, I don't trade these levels, right? I need to wait for price action to come to me. So if it does come, this is just, just an example. If I see something like this, I'm not taking this order block, banker block, because there's no pattern. So even if it comes here, I'm not going to take it. I'm still going to wait. But this is a trade I'll be waiting for right here. It will probably be, by the looks of it, this one here for the boomerang shape. So this is how we just filter out all these areas. Sometimes you miss trades, but it normally helps you filter out low probability levels. So gold is looking good for a short. DXY is looking good for a long. So yeah, just watch out for the long, right? I'm giving you guys time to prepare. The same way that I gave you guys a whole day to prepare for this gold trade, which was on a Monday. Literally gave you guys a whole day. This was Monday. I said, look, guys, try not to miss this. I'm personally not going to trade. I'll be looking at Euro. And that was it. And then obviously the following week, price ended up all the way up here. So this is the before, and then this is obviously the after. Now, what is the likelihood of this being the before and then price coming up here sometime next week or even higher, and that being the after? So now use these confluences, use these live streams just as a confluence, right? Obviously, obviously if you're a BLT trader, then you know how to trade this, right? But this is looking okay for a long. Obviously, again, depending on price action, it might go a little bit lower towards this point of interest here. Who knows, right? Depends on the pattern. Maybe there might be a new pattern. It might come here, it might fail, and it might just have to be a new pattern developing, right? 1, 2, and then potentially 3. Preferably even better if it's below this low. That'd be amazing. Then we look to the left, a bunch of imbalances. So it really depends on the patterns. That's our trademark. We need a pattern to tell us which level is going to be valid. Gold, it was hard to catch that gold trade on the lower time frame. It was, I think. Yeah, no, you are right, Freddie. It was actually hard, but the confirmation trade was actually easy. So I personally couldn't find a trade here. This is way too choppy and rangy. But the best trade for gold, this is why we should never feel FOMO, because there's always opportunity in gold. Right, fair enough. This was messy. I couldn't figure out myself. I don't like taking trades, even in high probability points of interest, because I had this as a major plan A and then this is a major plan B. Even though this is a high probability points of interest, because it's outside of the main pattern, if price action is not clean and it's just weird and rangy, I'm not going to force it. I only take trades that are clear and clean and concise. Call it the CCC. I just made it up. Right, that's not clean, but there's nothing here as well. There's no clear price action here, right? It's just equal lows and then some weird sort of scoop. But this was crystal clean. Look, perfect with a second pattern here in confluence of a banker block, and most importantly, price is back inside of the boomerang, back inside of the trend line. As you know, if there's 1, 2, 3, if there's a fake out, obviously we can catch a trade on the retest for it to go long. So this was clean. So fair enough, the point of interest happened on a Wednesday, but there was nothing there. But the trade that followed was basically the following Tuesday. So sometimes you just have to wait for clarity, right? That is my biggest advice, is wait for clarity. Don't force stuff and just wait. That's it. It's just wait for clarity. The Euro, for example, what's happening here? This is just gonna keep going long, to be fair. Yes, I was kind of spotted, but it was the only one in the entire move, I believe. That's all right. Yeah, fair enough. We're not always going to get 3, 4, 5 moves in gold, but that was really clean. Maybe No, there was another pattern here, another opportunity over here. So that's 2. This is a much easier one to catch because it's a bigger one. And everything here is very, very choppy, very range bound. You could perhaps catch a trade here as well on the M15. Obviously, we'll be looking on the lower time from below. That's another pattern here. There we go. Nice with Elliott waves, clear wedge. So nice little trade here. One trade, a large trade over here. Nothing here, 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 nothing here. There was obviously a short here, but we're not going to do that. And here, so one opportunity, second opportunity, third opportunity. That's really it. And now prices just kind of messing around until it's clear. So that's anyway. That's gold. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is stay away, folks. I'm not. Yeah, dollar yen is just weird. To be fair, it's not really that clear. There's nothing here. To be fair. Okay, well, I guess there's a little pattern here. 6 in the morning, Thursday. It's gonna separate there. And look, again, same thing. And we've got 1, 2, and guess what? You guessed it, the fake out, the boomerang. So that was a great little trade there. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, so that's dollar yen, and it's basically reverse. And this is probably the trade I told everyone, right? Large boomerang of the weekly time frame over here. And we're looking for a retest towards these point of interest because of the breaker structure. So a little bit SMC there, but we need a pattern. And it looks like this was the pattern. And this pattern hasn't really developed. It's just a bit, it's not really playing out. Although we'll be expecting price to, obviously, come here. But if we see a pattern such as this, as you know, if you're a BLT trader, we're expecting price to come up here, right? And complete the boomerang. But if it's struggling to get there and you see a pattern approximately here, then we know there's a good chance it will drop from here. It doesn't have to go there just because there's a large pattern there. Depending if there's a clear pattern here, this is a bit of a signal that it's probably going to tell us to go short. It might even just be a temporary short, right? It might even still go there eventually. If there is a trade here, for example, and it does go short, let's just say it goes short, and then it might go long and update into a larger pattern and still go towards that new point of interest, right? So this might be temporary, but it was a valid little boomerang. So well done if anyone caught that. I didn't. I'm kind of waiting for clarity on dollar yen. It's just a little bit. I think I've got the clarity now. This is really clear, to be fair. Yeah, it's a nice little boomerang. It's broken out. Dollar weakness makes sense. But I'm expecting dollar strength soon, as you can see. This is old. Let me just separate this. Yeah, this is very, very, yeah, it's quite choppy, to be fair. Be nice for this high to get taken out. Normally that's what will probably happen. It really depends though. It's off, get this off, it's off. We're still trading liquidity grabs, right? So look, liquidity grab, and then it dropped, right? Over here, a little liquidity grab, and then it rallied, right? So same thing might happen again. Nice little liquidity grab above that. But do we trade it? Who knows? Because we still need a pattern. Do we have a pattern? Let's find out. Currently have this pattern. And then we've got this sort of bit of a parallel channel. We can update it to at least the structure. And this looks okay, right? Again, same thing. 1, 2, potential 3. Look to the left. And where do we have it? Lovely, lovely little banker block. Lovely banker block. Order block. Look at structure. Clear. A lot of momentum here. Look at that crazy momentum. It's a lot of momentum there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. A lot of momentum. But already, imagine how many traders, how many SMC traders will be taking this trade. A lot will be taking it, right? But unless price rallies from now, then yeah, that's a good one. But because of the time, this might fluctuate sideways, meaning if it starts climbing up, it's now a low probability order block, right? Meaning the reason it's low probability is because it's inside of the pattern that I just drew. We need to look for the ones outside. These are the ones that we want to be taking. So perhaps this one here. Whoops. So yeah, perhaps this one here. But again, I'm not going to be doing the levels yet because I don't know which ones are going to be valid. Until I have the pattern confirmed, then yes. So this is a good short. I like it, you know. Liquidity grab here. Liquidity grab of this high now, I'm expecting. And the boomerang, 1, 2, 3. Boomerang, boom. So yeah, this is coinciding with the dollar strength that I'm anticipating. Look, this is coming to my point of interest. Come on, come to daddy then. Just a matter of time. Cool. In fact, let's not miss this. Let's just set some alerts. It's time to get into the zone. And then we'll see what happens. So yeah, nice point of interest there. And just for you guys, I'm going to write down trading up. And I'm hoping some of you guys will capitalize on this live stream. And just look for longs like this. So hopefully you guys can capitalize on this. Because I don't want to come next week and, you know, this is up here. Everyone in the BLT community has killed it and you guys are just still bystanders. You know, try and take advantage of these amazing moves that could potentially happen. Yeah, and okay, Aussie's a sort of, this is weird. It's Monday in the middle. And then, yeah, and then obviously cable. Cable sort of same thing. Equal lows, liquidity grab, equal highs, liquidity grab. Nothing here. Still early time. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm not gonna break down the other markets because I don't really trade them. That's what I'm anticipating, to be fair. Oh, I haven't analyzed euro. What is we're expecting? Obviously euro. I'm sorry, dollar strength. Then yeah, we'll just have to wait for a dollar strength if it comes. As you can see. See, this is okay. That's okay. There we go. That's not too bad. That's potential. And preferably we can get a high liquidity grab of this high. That would be ideal. If not, be looking at price action based on this little fair value gap, imbalance, etc. So yeah, that would be the game plan for euro as well. Prasad, Aussie CAD, please. Sure, Aussie CAD. Are you in Aussie CAD at the moment, or are you looking to take a trade? Why Aussie CAD? Are you in it, or are you planning a short or a long, Prasad? Sure. Okay, nice. In the meantime, let me share my Twitter handle for those of you interested in following me on Twitter. There we go. That's my Twitter handle. If you guys want to follow me on Discord, you have to join CTI, the CTI Discord community. over there we do live streams, the strategies, we do funding. Pretty decent home for a lot of traders. So let me share the link to the Discord community. So there's not just my strategy to build it. There's a few other strategies in this prop firm that I'm with. Invite people, copy, and there we go. So this is for Discord for CPI. Okay, let's go back to Aussie CAD, and we can call it a day. Aussie CAD is not really there yet. Okay. AUD CAD. That is really, really trending. Looks like has it broken? Yeah, it's kind of broken out from the pattern, to be fair. It's an old one. Yeah, I guess you can look for shorts. Where could it end? Oh, this is very, very trending at the moment. I guess shorts are slowly coming up. Yeah, nice. Yeah, there's a potential short, but be careful with these thin ones. They're very a little bit risky. So yeah, looks like a good short lining up, to be fair. Definitely been monitoring that imbalance. Boom. And this imbalance is probably the more relevant one. That's the one right there. So yeah, if you're looking for shorts, I would recommend look for some confirmation. Let it do a boomerang. Wait for confirmation, as in momentum back inside, break a structure, etc. Then catch the retest and then look for shorts. Okie. So, I've got to go now. Got 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Let me hold on. Somebody said something, Freddie, regarding the pattern you have on DXY. It seems the third tab is very close. Okay, cool. To the second one. So would you now look to find a new pattern development for the Panamericans or still that one? The pattern's still developing, right? Yeah, it's a guideline. You know, I'm not saying it's gonna go long today, right? Remember, it's like half 3. I don't know, again, I thought it was a little bit late. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are quite close to each other. So obviously that's gonna reduce the probability, to be fair. So we just have to wait. You know, if it does drop and go long, fine. If it drops temporarily and then goes long, then it might do a new pattern. So yeah, when they're close together, yeah, that will reduce the probability, but not all the time. Sometimes it will just completely reverse from there. But again, this is just this pattern. It's still early, isn't it? It's still a little bit early, but the points of interest is looking okay. So we just have to wait. You know what might happen as well? We might just mess around. It might even go a little bit low before it goes long, right? But again, it depends on the pattern. At the moment, it's Monday, so I don't trade Mondays. You know, I still kind of wait. Okay, everyone, have a good day. Trade safe and good luck for this week, everyone. Hopefully, you guys smash it, catch some pips, and pass a couple challenges. You know, get funded, withdraw from the markets, and just kill it. Cool. I'll catch you guys next week.